Yeah, good morning, guys. Manhattan to our friends here in the Philippines. And I will quote. This is from a foreigner farming in the Philippines. They have poisoned my dogs, and now they have shot my dogs. The plot thickens, and having not learned his lesson about lashing out at people, his neighbours, Bosshog now is accusing his neighbours of shooting his dogs. The animal lover, the brain surgeon, the brain dead surgeon, I should say, uploaded a video, and this man must be educationally subnormal. Makes out he's a animal lover, but guys, listen to the words from the numbnut. Listen to this clip, and then we'll come back and talk about it.
Well, BB, I wish you'd quit following me around. We think that BB got shot like a week ago. He came to the house bleeding profusely, and that's the blood you see on his side there. That's the exit wound. And come here, BB. BB. Well, the entrance wound is on this side. Everything we could tell, it went through and through. That it's bleeding again is not necessarily a bad thing. It's draining. If it's bleeding a bit, it's draining. We haven't taken him to the vet because we can't afford to take him to the vet. If he'd gotten really, really sick, we would have tried to do something. But because I was worried when he originally came in that the bullet had nicked his bowel, and if that had happened, it would have been a really uphill battle for him. But it looks like he lucked out. It missed everything. Because, like I say, it's been almost a week, and he's not sick. There's no raging infection in his body, which would have started like within 24 hours. That's the entrance one there. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's just a little tiny hole. The exit wound is much larger because it was, that's how gunshots work. It just makes a little tiny hole on the way in, but on the way out, it makes a much larger hole. I'm assuming it was one of the neighbors back over there because the dogs have been making a nuisance of themselves. And while, we can't cage them, we can't fence them, I'm not going to tie them up. Probably pretty sure this is the same person that poisoned them. And I can understand why this particular person is irritated with him, tired of him, but it nonetheless is a little heartbreaking when you see one of your dogs hurt. And yeah, that's the exit wound there. Not a lot of swelling. He seems fine. It's probably going to take him months to heal up. Old BB, he's a tough dog. He got poisoned and then shot, and he's still kicking.
Yeah, there you have it, guys. So quite clearly, the dog was shot, no question about that. And Bosshog, I quote, he did say, you heard his words, he did say, we didn't take him to the vet because we can't afford it. Absolutely incredible. Didn't take him to the vet because we can't afford it. If your dog was shot, you would instantly take that dog to the vet for treatment. That dog has been penned up for a week, he said, and I've just been feeding it. He also mentioned that where the dog was shot, if it had affected his bowel, he says it would have been a worse case. Well, you fed the dog, you said, for a week, knowing that it may have been shot and it may have affected the dog's bowel. You are supposed to be an animal lover, and you have kept that dog in pain, in agony, and it's still in pain and limping and leaking blood, and you've not lifted a finger to do anything about it because you can't afford the vet fee. The thing is, Brian, you can afford to build a house, but you can't afford the vet fee. You can afford to have cigarettes stuck in your mouth constantly, you and Tati, but you can't afford the vet fee. You can afford a new fridge, but you can't afford a vet fee. Absolutely I'm just totally gobsmacked, to be quite honest with you. How you can go online and admit that you cannot afford a vet fee, and yet you've got about 25 mange-ridden dogs roaming free, annoying your neighbours, and you cannot afford a vet fee. Mind, this is coming from a man who rides around in a truck with no insurance. So, what more can you expect? And of course, guys, let's not forget that the point of raising this pity me the dog is an e-beg. Feel sorry for me, feel pity for the dog, send me money, and I'll get her fixed at the vet. But he won't get her fixed at the vet. This is a man who makes out he's an animal lover. And I will go and quote again. His piggery was closed down. It was closed down. Animal welfare came out and closed it down. His chickens were that starved they stopped laying eggs. His goats died of thirst. This is the lump of lard up on the screen who has allowed that dog, the animal lover has allowed that dog to lie there, having been shot for 1 week, and he's not lifted a finger to do anything about it. Guys, there's no more I can say really, because I'm just absolutely, it's absolutely shocking that he can actually, he has the balls to upload that video. Is beyond me. It really is. And he turns it into an e-beg. But we will keep exposing him. That will continue. And oh, by the way, Brian, you can afford a lawyer. If you weren't lashing out at everyone on the internet and your neighbours, maybe you could afford the vet bill. Till the next time, guys. Bye for now.